Thank you. All be seated, please. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim Pop. I'm the Vice President of Battleford Legion number 9. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, fellow Legion members, and boys and girls, and everyone else. I would like to acknowledge we are standing on Treaty 6 territory and homeland of the Métis. Thank you one and all for attending this coronation celebration honoring His Majesty King Charles III and Queen Camilla. We will now stand and sing O Canada. May be seated. Thank you. It seems fitting today that we are gathered here at historic Battleford Lions Park, which was dedicated by Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal Prince Anne on the 7th of June 2004. It was only last year we were here at this very spot celebrating Queen Elizabeth's 70th coronation anniversary. Today, the 6th of May 2023, we are celebrating another unique milestone in history. His Majesty King Charles III coronation, who will be our head of state and the head of the Commonwealth. Few people present here today will remember King George VI, so it is extra special to live in a day where a new monarch will be crowned. King Charles III became king on the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, on the 8th of September, 2022. The grief of the Queen's passing was felt by many people around the world. Although that was a sad day, it ushered in a new era of the royal family. We can be sure that King Charles III and Queen Camilla and his family is ready to continue forward in keeping the monarchy alive. Today there has been polls conducted, but there have been that may indicate that there's a decline in the support of the monarchy here in Canada. But seeing the crowd here today, all small as it is, I think not. The Royal Canadian Legion will support the monarchy as long as there are a branch somewhere in any town or city in Canada. I will now introduce the guest speakers. They may stay seated for the time being. To my left and to your left first is Jeremy Cockrell, MLA Battlefords, Chief Tanya Aguilar-Antimen from Mosquito First Nations, Battleford's Mayor Ames Leslie, North Battleford Mayor David Gillen, Legion President Esther Delaney, and Inspector Jess Gilbert, Battleford's Detachment. I will now, as Member of Parliament Rosemary Falk is not available here to say a few words, I will call upon Inspector Jessie Gilbert to bring her comments forward.
On behalf of the Honourable Rosemary Falk, today we join Canadians and people around the world in celebrating the coronation of King Charles III and the Queen Consort. As a constitutional monarchy and a proud Commonwealth country, this historic day honors our heritage and the enduring institutions that have helped build our great nation. His Majesty's coronation marks a new chapter in Canada's long-standing and special relationship with the Crown. His Majesty's devotion to service, duty, and our shared common values, including peace, freedom, the rule of law, and tolerance, promises to strengthen that relationship for years to come. On behalf of His Majesty's loyal opposition, I extend my congratulations to His Majesty and the Queen Consort on their coronations. May God bless His Majesty's reign with wisdom, strength, and peace. God save the King.
Thank you, Inspector Gilbert. I will now call upon MLA Jeremy Carkle to say a few words.
Thank you, Tim. It's a pleasure to be here today on behalf of the government of Saskatchewan. I just want to say we are so grateful to see the coronation of King Charles III and the Queen Consort today. And if you think about it, it's a pretty remarkable day. As Tim mentioned, we haven't seen a coronation in 70 years. It's also remarkable because this event's being celebrated around the Commonwealth. And if you think about the number of countries that are celebrating this event this weekend, it's pretty special to think that we're still part of a commonwealth of like-minded countries around the world. And I was thinking about it this morning, it's also remarkable in a way, because in an age of polarization, the king is apolitical. The king is not a liberal, he's not a conservative. The king serves God and country. And I hope that's a great reminder for all of us, those of us who serve the public in our roles, but all of us who work in our community to serve God and country. And so God save the king. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. I will now call upon Chief Tanya Aguilar, Antimen, Mosquito First Nations, to say a few words.
Greetings on behalf of Mosquito, Grizzly Bear, Head, Lean Man, Nakota, Cree Nation, 25 miles south of the Battlefords, signator to 2 treaties, Treaty 4 and Treaty 6. The Battlefords has a lot of rich Canadian and Indigenous history. Never to lose sight of the historical relationship between Indigenous people and the Crown, the British monarchy, prior to Canada becoming a country. Mosquito, Grizzly Bear, Head, Lean Man, as a community, has commonality with King Charles III. We have unique interests, and I think a lot of you attending today too can relate. 1, we take great pride serving our country, community, and our people. 2, stewardship to the land and the resources, and preserving and acknowledging history. In closing, the connection that ties us, Indigenous peoples across this country, to the British are the treaties. This relationship must always be taken into consideration when people talk about not having a monarchy. The treaties are foundational to this country, and the relationship, as long as the sun shines, the grass grows, and the rivers flow. Ekose.
Thank you, Tanya. I will now call upon Town of Battleford Mayor Ames Leslie to say a few words, please.
Thank you, Tim, and welcome everybody here today. Just want to acknowledge all the dignitaries who made the time to come here today. It's a busy time in our community, and it shows the support for our community and as well as today's coronation. Very humbled to have this here, and I need to call out Tim and his team because they take a lot of time and pride in hosting this in Battleford, and as a community, we're lucky to have one of these here today. Goes a lot of work, and it doesn't go unnoticed by the Legion, and also just the hard work that everybody puts together and those who came up today. Congratulations to His Majesty King Charles III, who is Canada's new head of state and Commander-in-Chief of the Canadian Armed Forces. Our parliamentary democracy is built on the history and stability of the Crown, and that is well worth celebrating here today. Hopefully he has a long, prosperous, and peaceful reign, and by the looks of it, we could have a king for a while with the sons he has. And I want to acknowledge that we have worked through some both positive and negative things from the monarchy here in the Battlefords with our relationships that we continue to build with our neighbors and Indigenous folks, and we continue to work together to improve those relations in a way that we can all move forward in a graceful and positive way. So thank you everybody coming today and helping celebrate this.
Thank you, Ames. I will now call upon City of North Battleford Mayor David Gillen to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. You know, when you go last, when you speak, there's not many good words left to say. All the great words have been spoken, but I want to first acknowledge the dignitaries that are here, MLA Cockrell and Chief Tanya, Mayor Leslie. It's great to see you back on the circuit, sir, and glad that you're recovering. It's really lovely to see all you people here today to celebrate King Charles III's coronation. It's as mentioned earlier, it's quite amazing. It's been a lot of years since we've done this, and we wish Charles good health and a long reign, just like his mother, and I hope he's successful in reigning, because as was mentioned earlier, you know, we live in a time, it seems, like turmoil and divisiveness in our world, where politics is polarizing, and we need to come together at events like this and show unity. And I'm very, very proud to be here today on behalf of the City of North Battleford, and thank you all for coming out and showing your passion for the monarchy as well. And have a nice day, and congratulations to King Charles III.
I will now call upon our Legion Number 9 President, Esther Delaney, to say a few words, please.
Good afternoon, honored guests, comrades, fight band, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for the Battleford Legion Number 9 to be hosting this commemorative event to celebrate the coronation of King Charles III, the head of the Commonwealth, who was seated to the throne on September 8, 2022, upon the death of his mother. This marks the beginning of a new era. Charles Philip Arthur George Mountbatten Windsor was born on November 14, 1948, and was just 3 years old when his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, acceded to the throne after her father, King George VI, passed away. After going against tradition, Charles was the first heir apparent to attend school, rather than being taught by the private tutor. He attended 2 of the schools that his father had attended previously. He then went on to university, where he studied archaeology and anthropology, then history, graduating in 1970 with a Bachelor of Arts degree. Charles served in the Royal Air Force and the Royal Navy from 1970 to 1977 and held several ranks. In 1965, he attended his first public engagement, and during his time as Prince of Wales, undertook official duties on behalf of the Queen. He completed 10,934 engagements between 2002 and 2022. I know he has big shoes to fill, but he has trained his whole life for this, and will continue to reign with equality, integrity, and loyalty as he follows his mother's example. As the reigning monarch, we wish King Charles great success in governing the Commonwealth. May God be with you. Long live the King.
Thank you, Esther. We will now call forward Piper Linda Linewalls will now play a specially composed pipe tune called Battleford's Tribute to King Charles III. As it was last year at the 70th celebration for Queen Elizabeth II, a special pipe tune was composed and was played here at the same spot. So it seemed fitting at this point that Piper Lion Walls, composed this own special tune to be played here today. Very good. Thank you, Piper Linda Walls. As I say, last year there was a special trumpet tune also that was composed, and it be seen fitting this year to play this tune again by trumpeter Mike Reed, who is also part of the Legion Band. I'll call you forward now to play the tune. Let us all stand now and wish King Charles III and Queen Camilla a long and happy reign. 3 cheers for King Charles III. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! This concludes our celebration. Please stand at attention, and we'll now sing God Save the King. God save our gracious King, our noble King. God save our King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the King. We would all like to invite you to the Legion after the ceremony is done for coffee and dainties. We will now march off the colors. Sergeant of Arms, please march off the colors.
Color party. Recover colors.
made up commemorative pins for sale at $5 each that can be obtained. Leave them home if you do wish to fly one.